3? Alright, I'm coming right now. Alright, bye. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to do a little bit different for the end of this video than normal because, as you saw, I was working on basically just getting started restoring this. This is a Champion R15 compressor made in 1972. It has a 5 horsepower single phase motor made by a company called Ajax. And as I was doing that, my wife calls me and she found an online ad where they were getting rid of 2 compressors and they wanted them gone immediately. And those things, they don't last. They absolutely don't. And so if you don't jump on them, you don't get them. So I got a hold of the guy and I went and picked them both up. And I know, I mean, they looked like crap, as you saw. They weren't hooked up, so I couldn't run them. Didn't know if they worked. And this is how they look now that we've gotten them all cleaned up. This one is a Saylor-Beall 705. with another 5 horsepower single phase motor, also made by Ajax. Um, I don't know the year on the compressor pump. I know that the tank is 1972. I really don't think that the pump is original to this tank. I could be wrong. So, but I do know that the Saylor-Beall is older than 1980 because it has all cast iron pumps and not cast aluminum on the inside. There's a few other things that I was able to find out and look for. And this is a Curtis-Toledo, made in the USA, before Curtis became FS Curtis. FS Curtis was a foreign company, bought them, and now they largely manufacture a lot of parts overseas. But this particular one was made in the US. It's an E57 pump with a 5 horsepower 3-phase motor. I don't have 3-phase in the shop at the moment. I would like to get a phase converter at some point, but all things in time. And so maybe eventually I will, but I have not had a chance to hook this one up or run it. But so basically the main reason for the ending of this video here like this is to ask you your opinion. I know many men are a heck of a lot smarter than I am, women too, and I was wanting to find out if you had the option to have one of these 3 compressors in your shop, which would it be? Would it be a Champion R15? Would it be a Saylor-Beall 705? Or would it be a Curtis E57? I want to know your experience. I'd love to hear your, what are your reasons. Definitely, let me know in the comments because I have an option here. I mean, I've got all 3 of them now. And so I've been dealing with, there's a company called Pacific Air Compressors, pacificaircompressors.com, and I gave them a call just kind of on a whim, just I had some questions, and I tried getting hold of somebody at Champion, nobody answered, so, same with Saylor-Beall and Curtis, and I call them, and I figured, oh, well, it's after hours, maybe I can leave a message, they'll call me back. Well, I didn't have to leave a message. They answered the phone, and they called me, or they answered the phone, and the woman who I spoke with couldn't answer my questions, and so she said, oh, I'll take your name and number, and I figured, okay, great, maybe they'll come back tomorrow, or maybe never, like some companies, and they immediately, like half hour later, the guy calls me back and helped me answer every single question I had in regards to these pumps and these compressors and what parts I needed, and they're absolutely amazing. They had every single part that I needed on their website, not to mention tons of compressors, more than just these 3. So I don't usually advertise for other companies or even suggest them, but I've had such a good experience with these guys that if you need compressor parts or you need, a compressor or whatever, they're absolutely amazing to deal with. They will answer the phone. They'll send you the parts diagrams for help you diagnose what's wrong with it, tell you what to look for. They are an amazing company, and I'm really excited and happy that they have helped me get the parts that I need to restore these compressors and get them operational again. But so just a little bit of history on these that I know of is that essentially the Champion and the Saylor-Beall have what are called disc valves. And on the Champion, you remove these 2 bolts here, and you take this off, and the little discs are right underneath there, and they're extremely easy to work on. The Saylor-Beall is very similar in that it also has disc valves. It's a little bit more difficult to work on. You have to have a tool that fits on the slot and allows you to unscrew these caps. And underneath that, there's another tool needed to go down into the valves itself, fits down in there, and it allows you to unscrew it. But they're also extremely well-made compressor. From what I've been told, Saylor-Bealls are Cadillac of all compressors. They're completely made in the USA, even to this day. They're made in Michigan. The Champions, I don't know if they're made completely in the USA anymore. I know this one was a made in the USA product. And then I think the same thing with Curtis. This particular one's a 1989 model. But, now the newer ones are not made. But the other downside to the Curtis, from what I know, is that it has, correct me if I'm wrong, it's reed valves. And to even maintenance reed valves, you have to take off like the whole top, and it's significantly harder to actually work on them. And apparently reed valves are also very loud. And that's another big thing is that, when I'm shooting videos in the shop and I have the compressor running, I really don't want it affecting the video quality. And so, so I don't know. Like I always tell people, I only know enough to be dangerous. And I figure if you've got more experience than I do, definitely let me know your thoughts and your comments to these 3. Have you used them? Have they failed? What's gone wrong? the Saylor-Beall and the Champion are the two I'm leaning more towards. They both put out about the same amount of air pressure, and they are very similar in their how loud and quiet they are, how easy they are to maintain, etc. The plan for the compressor restoration is going to be a little bit of a series video, because I got this video here today, and then next week you'll see the restoration of the pump. The week after that, I'm going to do the compressor, or the tank and the electric motor. And then the week after that, I'm going to build a mount. I'm probably going to go with the horizontal tank. I don't trust this tank at all. I won't use it. I have another horizontal one that I was given, that I'll probably mount the compressor and motor on. And then in the back corner of my shop, I'm going to build a platform almost like above a couple of cabinets, so that I can use some wasted space in the shop to try and, put the compressor there. And then I'm going to run 1-inch pipe, 1-inch black pipe, to 5 different drops in the shop. I'm going to have right up here is where the fabricating area is going to be. I'm going to have a drop there. I'm going to have one back at the main bench. I'm going to have one all the way in the back where the wood shop is / will be, and then one right up here that's going to be in the machine shop. And finally, there'll be one where I'm going to have a hookup right here on the outside of the shop, so I can hook up an air line out here on the driveway and have air without having to worry about running a line all the way out from the from somewhere in the shop. And that's the plan. Let me know your thoughts. I also would really, truly like to thank everyone's support and, watching my videos, and truly, I really didn't realize people would enjoy the kinds of things I've been doing and enjoy doing for so long until I started making these videos. I love this stuff. It's a passion of mine. I truly appreciate that you've taken the time to watch this video and the other ones of mine, and kind of enjoy some of the experiences that I have. Got some awesome projects planned for coming up. Definitely take a look at my Salvage Workshop Instagram if you want to see some of those projects. There's some pictures and videos there too. And if you're interested at all in supporting Salvage Workshop, you can do that through Patreon. I'll put a link in the description. And there will also be a link in the description for Pacific Air Compressors. Again, another shout out to them. Great company, great group of people. If you need some help with yours, definitely go there. Again, thank you everyone, and I hope you have a great weekend. I'll catch you on the next one.
No.